That's now running. So now what we need to do is bolt this baby on, and then we're good to go.
It's weird, I always think it's so weird the way.
What do you mean?
Like it's an airport and it's a seaport. Oh. It's a captain of an aeroplane and a captain of a ship.
The uniforms?
Yeah.
They get the uniforms?
That's true actually, I never thought about it.
But then I guess it's like they're simple, aren't they?
Yeah. And if you just invented like proper air travel, you'd have nothing to go apart from like sea travel.
Yeah, because cars and that one are like...
Right, we're live.
No, that makes sense because it's not like a air depot, is it?
Maybe like
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas it's a bus depot, it's like bus port.
yeah, you're right.
I guess planes are more like boats than they are.
But Matthew Ayres is here.
I think planes are like
Oh,
buses.
Matthew Ayres.
Matthew Ayres. I think planes are a bit like buses though. That's why I like bus and that. You know? Like an air bus.
Oh,
Right.
That's so true.
Yeah.
No, but I think that's just because of the way that they're like.
Set out.
There.
Plane, bus. British Airways plane.
That one's from New York. Do you know how I know that? My sixth place.
Right, okay, let's have a look. Oh, I've lost the hotspot connection. Bugger.
I swear it'd be like an air traffic controller is like the third most stressful job in the world or something.
Something like that.
I'd kill myself. I'd be
my-
too stressed I'd freak out.
I have like a second cousin who used to work in that.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What, at Heathrow?
Yeah, and then she moved to Newton for a bit, and then she
One of my...
Really?
Have you met Deborah and David yet?
well, I've been there probably.
Then Deborah and David, one of their sons works in Heathrow, and the other one works
But
in
he probably works as like someone that
No,
handles
he
luggage or drives like one of the little cars.
So have you met Deborah and David? They're properly posh. No, he's like in charge of air traffic or something like that. I don't know. He
Oh,
does
right.
something here.
So he's an air traffic controller.
I don't know what. No, he's not. He's not the guy that waves the
No,
sun.
air traffic controllers are people that stand in there and tell the planes where to go. and
No,
what
he
to do.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Do that. I don't know what he does. I'm not gonna lie.
Dispatch?
He does something. Maybe actually.
You don't really have the people that wave the stuff around anymore, do you?
Not here, no.
And then the other son's a lawyer in France.
Right, I've lost my internet on this.
You could.
Right, looks like we're not going to have a radar, but hey ho.
It's alright. Does it just be like flag signals with that?
I think the old like ship flags are green and stuff. Right, let's see one. What are you doing? You're dancing. You're dancing. You can dance again. Because you're embarrassed.
Stand by, guys.
It's all Indian food.
Yeah, it's probably the restaurant. They have a restaurant here.
What are cranes for? Are they building something or are they
Yeah, loads of the taxiways and stuff are being repaved, and they're doing basically a whole new like taxiway network. So where Terminal 2 is, because Terminal 2 is see that kind of wavy one.
Yeah.
Behind it, they're basically just doing everything up, making everything look all lovely. Right, I think that.
I like them. My family like stands in for this. I don't really know why, but that's definitely
Yeah, I was watching a video that like London has like so many airports that they're going to have to close some down because they're not all going to be flying financially viable forever. Because even like Luton is classed as a London airport.
South End is nice.
Ashford is classed as a London airport, and it's closer to France. We are at the Renaissance. It didn't win the vote, but we'll be at Myrtle next week. It's lovely having a live chat. We're with the lovely James and Leah, everybody.
I feel
We're just here for an hour and a half. Terry, welcome back. Right, have we got anything coming in? Yes, we do. We've got 2 lined up. I don't know why my hotspot isn't working anymore though. I want to see where they're coming from.
I like different terminals for different things, because Terminal 5's BA, isn't it?
BA, well at the moment it's a bit of everyone, because they've only got 2 terminals actually open at the moment. But yeah, it's normally BA and Iberia, because they code share a lot. So you get like different like alliances, which
Yeah,
are like,
they're part of the One World thing.
yeah.
Aren't they?
So you've got the big 3 are Star Alliance, One World and Sky Team. All the One Worlds use Terminal 3, apart from BA, which uses Terminal 5. Sky Team use Terminal 4, which is behind, like right at the very back. And then Star Alliance use Terminal 2, which is this one here, with a couple of exceptions.
Because that's why usually when you go to like America with the BA, you get American Airlines flights and stuff like that. So
Yeah, exactly that, yeah.
because my BA flight got cancelled out,
Yeah.
but my American Airlines flight back from American Stars had been cancelled.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so annoying. Why has that not worked? Oh well. Got one coming in. Oh, he's a bit wobbly.
So that flight's got too much. No.
Matthew Ayres says, ask James the difference between a 777-300 and a 787.
Oh,
A
James.
777, so that's
Show everything
777-300
Yeah.
and the 787. Well, I guess the 787's bigger,
No, they're not actually.
newer,
Yes.
and you know what would mean, or like what's the difference between airplanes?
Like,
Maybe like the seat configuration is different,
Yeah.
they're all
Different engines.
different engines.
I can tell what's what by the noise it makes. Yeah. It's just the autism, isn't it? Matthew, spiky engines, yeah, they have these like a serrated back end of the engine on the 7.8. That's a good way to tell. I think we've got one coming in soon as well.
How is Matthew?
Because he's been here, hasn't he? Do you not remember? I remember seeing on Mateo's story him with his binoculars out.
Yeah.
Oh, I do kind of.
Where's the car hire? It's one of the car hire things coming out.
I think they're down there, right at the very end. I don't know exactly where, but they're basically just down at the...
Just hide a car. I think you can put it like
Yeah, out of all of them you've seen, that's the smallest one.
That's the same as the other one.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Right, I've just been told we have an Azerbaijan 757, so that'd be good fun.
Oh, I want to see what that
It's from Azerbaijan.
one. Yeah.
Is that like
Will Gaming,
They
we
are
haven't been here long, we haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, Matt, that was an A320. Look, Matthew knows his stuff.
Matthew's on the internet.
He is, he's Googling it.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Right, we've got a biggish one coming in next. Any 380s? Oh, we might see the 380 leave actually. If we see the 380 leave, that'd be a fun one. Because that's the massive one. How come you didn't drive, Leah?
Yeah, I'm
Ah.
just scared.
We've not done motorways yet. No.
Well, I mean, I think I'd be okay with it, but my parents are like, the first time we
Oh, that's fair enough. How'd you find the drive? It's alright, isn't it? How long did it take you?
From my house about. If I'd come straight from my house and didn't have to pick up there, it would have been 5 minutes.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, it's just over half an hour from me. Yeah, this one's slightly bigger. Alexander, the Philippines A350, we will be seeing that. So that was a 7A. That was the 787. It's like 50, I think 51% carbon fibre. But they've had a few troubles with the engines because I think Boeing overclocked them basically, and the blades have been like fracturing and cracking, and it hasn't been good. Hasn't been good. Huh? Yeah. That one there was Rolls-Royce. And I think this one coming in will be the Rolls-Royces as well.
I think I read somewhere that like 60% of their that's like Yamaha, like Yamaha's and bikes.
Yeah. I mean, what else does Rolls-Royce make? Just engines and cars, isn't it? General Electric, you know, like light bulbs. They make the engines on a few of these as well. Like the LATAM, back there with the kind of squiggly blue and red tail. They've got General Electric engines. The one behind the Virgin would as well. Yeah, this is a biggish one. Alexander, that'd be great, thank you. Yeah, it's quite dead wheel gaming, you're right. That was a big one there. He stopped quick as well. There's another one going up as well.
What do you think you buy like a fleet? When like companies buy new aeroplanes, do they buy them individually or do they buy them as fleets?
Well, you get different aircraft types within an airline's fleet. I mean, they buy like them in bulk. They normally get a bulk. So like, for instance, what's a good example? EasyJet. Well, actually, no, EasyJet's a bad example. So like BA, they have the A320, which were the small ones you saw. They've got about 60 of them. Then they have the 321, which is a bit bigger. They've got about 20 odd of them. They've got about 30 of those, and then about 12 of the smaller ones. No, so of the bigger versions of that.
So they go, so like say Boeing brought out a new plane,
Yeah.
they go to Boeing and say we want 20 of them.
Yeah.
And then they get them,
Yeah. And then they normally have a list price, but buying an aircraft at list price is like going to DFS when there's no sale on.
Right.
You just don't do it. Yeah. Because what airlines do, they'll go to Boeing, they'll say, right, give me it for this much. No, sorry, we can't do that. All right, then I'll go to Airbus. Oh, all right, have them.
Some video about how you get a look at that. Like their big companies, they don't know, like there's no place, there was not enough room for like to fly their planes. There's so many planes constantly flying.
Yeah.
They had like actual aeroplanes there because they had nowhere else to park. This is when they have the fit, like not fit, like the wing comes up the air. So
That's pretty new, that one. TTNL, that's a new one. Right, we've got a big one coming in now as well. And I've just been told, very kindly, it is Virgin Atlantic Flight 24 from LA. Is it 18 A350s, Alex? I thought it was 12. Oh no, hang on. 12 was the 7810. Never mind. Yeah. See if he butters the bread on this one. Oh, he's twitchy.
I didn't realise Virgin even owned any small planes. I thought they all had only big planes.
Well, that is a big one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was pretty big. But like the double-decker ones, you know, where first class is upstairs. That's
Oh,
what I-
they've been retired.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, they got rid of them.
That's the last time I've been on a Virgin plane.
Because they were like 20 years old.
Last time I went on a Virgin plane was in 2010.
That's a long time ago.
I've been to America 3 times since then.
Yeah. But first class wasn't upstairs on the Virgin 747. It was in. It was.
in front.
It was in the nose.
Yeah.
We've got Emirates 2. Yeah, but Terry, we're not going to see that. I hope that's not taking off on the other runway. What's the time, guys?
It is 35 past.
Okay. I think we're going to miss the 380. Oh, never mind. Right, we've got a big one coming in now. This is a 777. Has anyone told me what it is? No, not yet. I'll be told at some point. Look, there's the 380. You can see it just over there. It's dwarfing everything. This could be a loud one. Oh, maybe not. He didn't go for it on the reverse thrust. Never mind.
That was They're both funny actually, like first class now, though, don't they? You know, like first class, like. Oh, they got some big ones on the end. It's like World Traveller Gold Plus.
Oh yeah, no, it's a BA. Economy is World Traveller. Premium Economy is World Traveller Plus. Business is Club World.
Right.
And then first is first. Bradley Penny Aviation, welcome. Hello. But Virgin calls their first class upper class.
Oh, right. I am upper class.
But they have a separate entrance, so they call it the upper class wing.
I wonder how many people that travel in first class pay for it. Do you know what I mean?
None.
I wouldn't think anyone. They would
None.
just be like business travelers, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Or their companies pay for it.
Or miles, like award points.
Yeah.
But that's why they charge, like, I mean, Emirates, if you wanted to do first class return to Dubai from here, it's about 20 grand return.
Well, that's where they make all their money from, isn't it? It's from first class.
It's
like,
business mostly. Yeah.
Like cow class, they don't make anything from.
No. So BA on their premium heavy routes, like for instance London to New York, where it's mostly business people, they actually have very few economy class seats in it. It's like, I think on some of their jumbos, on the old 747s, they had, I think it was like 165 economy class seats. But so they could put, I think Virgin has about 399. Oh, he's quite nose high. It's a nice colour scheme, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like. You'd always think that. BA have the nicest tables, I think.
Just reminds me of the wait, the BA one, yeah? Reminds me of the Thai flag.
It just reminds me of the Union Jack flying in the wind, which always presumes what it's meant
Yeah,
to
that's
be.
what it's meant to be, I'm thinking, but it does remind me of the Thai.
It's got a name, but I can't remember it. We'll ask. Does anyone know the name of the current BA livery? Because they had Landor, which was named after the guy that designed it, and they had another one called Nagus, which I think was also by the guy who designed it. But this one, it's like, is it Union or Millennium Jack? I can't remember the name. Got another BA coming in. Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it?
And it has like Meryl Streep in it.
Michael Caine, David Williams,
It's to do with their like charity.
comic relief.
That's the one,
Although all the flight attendants hate it.
yeah. Because they have to go around and do all the money and stuff like that.
Well, no. They hate the safety video.
Oh yeah.
They said it's funny the first 2 times you hear it.
Watch it in telly,
Right, so we've got 2, 3 lined up. These are looking like slightly smaller ones. And then they'll start taking off on here. They're always good because they're quite loud.
yeah. It's back in the day, they used to have everyone. Like, I know they still do it, but like no one speaks it. It's all with like a video.
When did you last fly? Oh, right. Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it, that we're the generation that like grew up kind of with one flight a year. Obviously not the same, but like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like our parents grew up with like hardly ever flying.
Yeah, it'd be like once every few years.
But for some people it's just work.
But also for you, Leo, I can imagine like, I mean, how long have you, because you're from the Caribbean, aren't you? So how long have they lived over here? Like, have you got family in the Caribbean? So I can imagine like, back when they would come here or you would go there, you probably couldn't even do it in one hit, could you?
They always stop in another Caribbean like
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. I reckon that'd be like in most Caribbean islands, that you fly from the Caribbean islands somewhere like Jamaica or a large island and then go from there.
St. Lucia's often
yeah,
a.
St. Lucia,
Spend.
That's just,
Spend. Oh, sorry, go on.
it's the same with like Thai islands and like Philippine islands. They all have like their own little airport.
Yeah. But that's often because they're too small to accommodate these big things. So they have to. They can only take in the smaller aircraft, which go to from the big hub to the small one. Like this is looking like an A320. I can see it. I think it's another A320 behind. So hopefully they'll start to slip soon. What time? Actually, I've got it here.
2:42.
Okay, alright, so we've got about 15 minutes. Nice.
Because there's not many like Incl flights, are there? Like, I know there is, but compared to America, when there's
Yeah, but America's massive.
massive.
Like New York to LA, 6 hours.
6 hours.
There's 3 slots on there. There's 2 or 3 flights. Because of the curvature of the Earth, obviously, when you actually fly to America, you kind of go up past
Yeah.
Greenland
Yeah.
to Canada and then down.
Yeah.
Rather than how you'd expect to go straight across the Atlantic.
Like Emirates, I know for their cabin crew, on flights that have to go over the North Pole, they only limit them to 2 flights a month because of the radiation. But also, they never go in a straight line either. Like, if you look at it from like a top-down view, it is quite squiggly, the route. They never...
Because I guess they're dodging turbulence and this, that.
Yeah, but also it's just general routing. So you get like airways and waypoints. Like on a road, you know. They're basically roads in the sky.
I just think like someone ended up like Scotland, went from like Everton, probably fly. I guess some air travel is just not expensive, That's why you get some of this ridiculous like 30 quid flights, because they've got seats spare. It's like I don't know what to spend on flights, or you get 30 quid making it.
Oh, hello. Right, we've got 2 aircraft coming in, guys. Yeah. That's what they're doing, right? You can see the hangars are open back there. But they're also partly because they're 747s. They've now retired, so a lot of them are here, and they're just basically setting them up to fly to Wales, where they'll get scrapped. So they take a lot of the seats out, and they just debrand it basically before they then send it over. So we've got a small one now, and then that looks like a Dreamliner behind it. That's alright, that. I don't know what airline it is. I mean, this one here I think is BA, but the big one behind it I don't actually know. If anyone knows, let me know. Oh, it's actually from Geneva. Oh, it's a cargo run. Thank you, Terry. Alright, so it's actually a Dreamliner, so a long hauler from Switzerland. Not this one, the next one. You know what, Terry? Terry, you're now mod. I've made you mod because you're just a legend. Alright, so this is actually carrying PPE, I think, this one. Because it's either PPE or repatriation. Because that stuff they'd normally use for long haul, but they've only used it to Switzerland. So they've either got a cartload of people that they're trying to bring home, or they're just filling it with medical stuff. Hello, Max. Actually, James or Leah, would you be able to do me a favour? Could you go on the internet and look at the winds? If you do like BBC Weather Heathrow, and then you'll find the wind on there.
What is this?
Scares the birds. They sometimes fire gunshots as well.
A gentle breeze from the south, is what it says.
If you go to that BBC, then there should be like the little compass thing. Yeah. What does it say? Okay, yeah, that's fine. So it's an 8-knot wind. Right, so we've got 10 minutes to the runway switch, guys. You can hear it. You can hear it firing up. That's a quiet one as well for startup. I haven't gone to Stansted because it looked quite dead. I figured I'd just stay here. Mr. Yap would be proud of you. Remember he was talking about like train spotting as well at one point.
Yeah.
I hope you don't find it too. I always get nervous bringing people here because I know I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I mean, I've been here like 3-4 days a week for the past 4 weeks. It just doesn't get old, but
I guess you do stuff all the time anyway, don't you?
yeah, sometimes you get at the moment you get like the odd surprise.
Yeah, there's not that many planes though, is there at the moment? Aren't there?
Yeah, and now they've opened the other runway.
Oh, yeah.
So before everything was all on here, whereas now we at the moment we're only actually seeing half of it.
And they keep trying to put a new runway in here, don't they?
Yeah. So they want to put it that way. But everyone keeps on.
All the residents and stuff.
Yeah. 'Cause it's all Hounslow. We've got all of Hounslow affected. So they wanted to put it down there at one point, but that's London. That's Greater London down there. So they were like, no way. Poke it, but
I guess that's the problem. Isn't it? Like, all of the airports in the UK pretty much are completely surrounded
yeah.
by towns.
Like Gatwick, I mean, like things like Stansted, not so much, but then why would they expand Stansted? You know,
It's not like a.
it's not huge. It doesn't need an expansion.
It's like when you fly places like Venice and stuff, you're far enough away from the actual city. There's greenery around.
Yeah.
It's still only a 20-minute drive from.
Yeah. Because you've got the another thing. You've seen all the reverse thrust here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how that works.
Yeah, they're just trying to push forward
Yeah.
so that they slow down.
Yeah. You got it.
They've got it, because they've not got a huge amount of distance to stop it really. For something going so fast when it comes down.
Yeah. I mean, it's 10. Well, it's actually a bit more than that. It's about 11,000 feet. Right, we've got Saudia from Riyadh coming in. This would be a fun one. This is, I think, also cargo because Saudia haven't done any passenger flights here. So for them to be here, it has to be cargo.
And even without COVID, there's usually a lot of cargo flights here, or is
No.
it?
All the cargo normally goes to Stansted.
Right. It's all only just passengers here.
And all the airlines have switched terminals now as well. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Like
But
Virgin.
it's meant to end up being a worse hit to air travel, COVID, than 9/11 was, and everything stopped at
Yeah.
9/11.
Because the thing with 9/11 is that everything stopped, but only for a few days.
And like 2 weeks later, it was all.
It was back to normal. Just new security,
Yeah.
back to normal. This is like, they're talking like 2023 until it gets back to normal. Is Leah all right?
She just has a phone call.
Oh.
I think she's on a phone call.
This is a big one. You can hear it whistle as well. It's very distinct to the 777.
So when they use passenger planes for cargo,
Yeah.
do they just keep it the same, or do the seats come out, or is it just?
Some of them have taken the seats out. Some of them just strap them onto the seats. There's no. It's just up to them, really. Max, is Jerry going to be here tomorrow? No, he won't be. I doubt it, because it's Friday. I met one of my YouTuber idols here the other week.
I saw, yeah.
It's like he has a massive van, which he stands on top of
Oh right.
to get an over the
so
fence
he can
shot.
See properly, good, yeah.
I even got a. You're right.
Not planes.
Got a sticker from him as well. Some free merch. He's a legend.
So, do you know why HSBC are like? Do they help?
Sponsors and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Because that's everywhere in the UK almost, isn't it? You get HSBC, like, I don't know what you call it, like the tunnel to get you onto the plane is always
Yeah.
branded HSBC and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are fun. I love
HSBC, Hong Kong Shanghai Bankers, like, C
Look at them
corporation
down.
company, maybe.
it. Banking.
Very nice, Max. Happy birthday. So we should soon start seeing them poke out from that end.
No, no, no.
I just flip the switch.
Huh?
The TikTok's on.
Oops.
And it made him think that flipping the runway now.
Hopefully. They said the wind was from the south, so I'm hoping they're not going to start coming that way, because if they do, we're screwed. You won't see it. Alright, okay, they're still on the western runway, so that's fine. They'll get a bit louder now. So obviously they'll be at full whack. You can see it coming from there, James. If you look carefully. Just behind the tree, you'll see it coming down. It's a small one. Just behind the, you see the kind of concrete box just behind that. And then it will come down there, and then it will line up round that way, and then out it goes.
Do you know what? I think it gets too much shit.
What?
Sorry guys,
I don't think it's that bad. Yeah.
sorry, no, like
That's all right,
distance
yeah.
wise, sorry.
I think it gets too much.
Do you think
Yeah.
What's that, James?
Plain food gets too much shit. I don't think it's nice, but I don't think it's that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
And everyone always goes, I don't like plain food, I don't want to eat it. But it's not that bad, is it?
No,
Like I'll eat it, but I'll eat most things.
yeah,
From the
same.
The dessert's always disgusting.
So it's like, bleh, okay. But again, I'll still eat it. I eat anything.
I never think it's that bad.
No, I
I mean, I never buy it.
yeah.
So when you're on like a budget airline and you have to
Yeah,
buy
yeah,
it, it's
yeah.
normally really bad. But when you get all like if you're on like a nice airline, they normally give you all right stuff.
I've got food once on Christmas Day.
Get Christmas dinner.
Right. So he should just go for it. We shouldn't have any waiting around with him. See, what's like the big ones are always more fun because they're obviously bigger and louder, but the small ones, because they take up less space, sometimes they actually like leave the ground around there. This one won't because he's not using the full length. Right, first departure of the day, guys. Silence in the audience. Nice bit of Doppler.
Stay out with the crowd.
Yeah. And he's off to Faro, I've just been told. Right, we've also got a big one coming down, which will be good fun. But when you're ahead of the engine and behind it, they sound insanely different. You probably could hear it because when you're in front of the engine, you hear the fan, and when the tips get to supersonic, it creates the shock waves, and that's what created that kind of buzzing noise. Whereas when you get to the back, it's just the jet.
I always wondered, is it like a hill style? Like where they, like, when they like set the engines to full or whatever,
Yeah.
is there just no brakes on? Or have they got brakes on to speed up the engines and then they
Here no, because there's plenty of room. On a short runway, yeah. But they also put the engines to full in 2 stages as well. They don't whack it all the way because they sometimes spool up at different rates.
Yeah, so you need to wait for them to get to the save
and then, because otherwise it can shoot you off one way, which you don't want. You really don't want that. Yes, and it's the Tread 700s as well, guys. This is going to be a loud one. Because these engines are pretty old. So it will more kind of scream as opposed to... Royal Jordanian on the way out. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, there's another one behind as well. All right, so we've got 2 lined up. Actually, I don't know why I'm looking down there. There's nothing coming. And he's off to Shanghai. One day we'll go to, when it gets busier, there's on the other side, there's it's like a big green field.
Right.
We should get all the drivers and we'll all go there. Because I don't like bringing too many people here because the hotel security gets really angry. Whereas if you go to the other side, it's just, parking is a nightmare. But when you find a spot to go to, it's a really nice spot. So get like me, you, Leah, maybe Callum.
And the 2 runways here, are they parallel? Yeah. Like, would you be at the head or are you the
Yeah,
outside?
I'll show you a video after of when I last went. But they go over your head. So as opposed to watching them side on, they go. Aviation Gamer, hello, welcome. Right, this is going to be a good. These are my favourite ones to watch come out. The 777-200ER, they're called. And this is Rolls-Royce power as well. Hence why it will sound amazing. So this will like kind of scream and then growl. And I reckon he's not even going to wait, he's just going to go for it. Ease off. See what I mean? That's how you do it. So this one will be much quieter because these are brand new. I didn't go to Stansted because it looked dead. We also happened at Luton. I stopped early because I got bored. Did you hear how much quieter that one was compared to the other one? Max, no I don't. Are they any good? Oh, I'll have a look, Max. Sorry, James, what time does the parking expire?
I have just exactly half an hour left of my 12 hours out.
Okay, alright, cool. Because on the ticket it will say the time on it. It will say the time it was released.
Yeah,
Alright, so we've got until 16:06. That's to be out the barriers, that's not to pay out us to be out the barriers. And when you go out to the barriers, use the middle one, don't use the end one because it never works. Quite a D-rate on that one, folks. Really hear how he was no messing around on that one. Saving the polar bears.
Yeah, but I have one.
He's pushing.
Like not material. Like I have. Yeah.
You'll hear him fire up soon. That's the loud one when they fire up.
Wait, which one?
The one just pushing back, the Turkish?
Oh, I see.
Turkish.
I'm joking.
They have a very kind of deep.
Wow.
Good stuff, Max. Sounds lovely.
She like the way that.
You can actually see them now landing on the other runway in the far distance. Come on, fire up. Don't worry, you'll know all about it when those G90s are alive. An arrival Aegean. Yeah, Terry, don't worry about the arrivals because we're not actually going to be able to see them, sadly. So just to save you the work, you can just look at the departures, that's fine, because they're back on single, well, twin runway ops now, so. Right, we've got a Virgin coming out, guys. And you'll hear him fire up soon. So when the fuel goes into the engine, you'll hear like a boom as it starts up. Oh, it's a retro livery. So that's to commemorate the old BE. That was the airline before BA. So because BA turned 100 last, well, well, they haven't turned 100, but they make out they turned 100 last year. They put these old colour schemes on. Because BA was loads of airlines before it became BA, but the first of the previous airlines, it was 100 years ago. So BA are calling themselves 100 years old when they aren't, but. You can hear him firing up now as well. There it is, the BEA Retro. A friend of mine has flown on that to Gatwick when I was at Gatwick for its short period of time. He actually managed to snag a seat in Club Europe as well. Yes, we've got one Turkish coming out and another Turkish coming in. So Myrtle Avenue would be busy now, guys. Paul Weaver, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. The one from the other day was, yeah, I don't think it's here now. I think it's already left to go back to Châteauroux. They all seem to be lining up, waiting. Don't really know what they're waiting for, if I'm honest. Oh, did I miss it, Terry? Oh, bugger. Oh, if I'd known, I would have come and streamed it for you lot. Also, Terry, if you find me, I know you said you're not on Facebook that much, but if you find me and add me as a friend, and then just DM me saying it's you, because obviously being mod, now you'll have some duties which I'd like to introduce you to... What was that?
James, what was that?
You alright, James?
James, you sure you're alright though? Weird.
Why was he found?
Found this old thing on Amazon where they describe like this racist advert for a shoe where they describe the colour of the shoe as like N-word brown.
Oh, right. Oh, Jesus. What are they waiting for? Oh, they're driving the trucks down the runway to make sure there's nothing on it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it is Terry.
Yeah, and then the thing actually stopped it. It's like the yellow pastel stuff, so you get your lemon and then it's got like where it is right off the
Yo, yo, yo. Just wait here for a couple of minutes. You're not doing anything tomorrow. Were you seeing Ersey tomorrow or something? Oh, really? Yeah. That's nice. They come back here tomorrow. I'm seeing the boys tonight as well. It'll be nice. Yeah, nice to see them. We've had a couple. We haven't had any depart yet. I've actually seen a lot less than I thought I would, if I'm honest. Oh, it looks like 777's jumping the queue as well. I think there is a Neo coming from the distance. Yeah, I reckon the Turkish is going to go before the 319, because then we've got the 319 and the two 319s actually, I think. Unless one of them's a 320, I can't remember. And it looks like there's a 320 Neo coming in from behind. That is not a euphemism. Oh, there's a 319 as well. Yeah, look. Yeah, there's a massive line building up now, boys. BA November Golf 320 Neo to Lisbon coming out. I think I have eyes on that, Terry. Thank you. Yeah, look, there it is. It'll be off to Lisbon. Lisbon. We'll stick around for the Turkish 777-300ER. I need to get my charger. Bear with me.
It's alright.
It's charging up, guys. Bear with. Right, what we'll do, guys, we'll wait for, we've got what, 3 more, and we'll like call it a day. We'll go and pay. Did you bring a mask? No, I don't know how funny they are, but just in case they, you know. Hopefully they've opened the rear entrance now. So I think they're open, so. Huh?
That one's like Leah's.
So this one is it's the same aircraft type but with an upgraded engine. So it will sound quite different. He's pushing as well. I think he's going to JFK. What was that? Right, he's off. He's going some. Oh, there's a heavy over there as well. That'd be a cool one.
Which one?
That one there. So this one will give off a very distinct whistle. It will only last like half a second, but you'll hear it. There it is. They're the most powerful engines in the world right now, these ones. 115,000 pounds of thrust. So I think the stat with that was that could inflate 2,000 party balloons in 1 second, that one. What was that, Leah?
You know the Virgin one, when, like, I don't know if it's made it, but like the windows at the front like wrapped around.
Yeah.
What's that?
What, like the cockpit windows?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, but they all do. They all go 180 degrees.
Which ones look like sunglasses?
Oh,
Ones
that
look like
one.
sunglasses, don't they?
That
I
one.
didn't I tell you it was that one?
Yeah.
That's my favourite one. No. No, that one.
It's the mask. They call it the mask. Yeah.
What thing is that?
That's the A350. I agree, Leah. Not quite sure, Max, I'm afraid.
That was funny.
Right, so this is another 777, so this one will have that like whistle again. Hopefully. Depends how quickly he brings them up. Off to Atlanta. Thank you, Terry. What do you prefer, the arrivals or the departures? Yeah. Right, so he's off to Bengaluru, I think. I've just been told. Unless it's that one, it might be that one there. And boom. That was a loud one, that. They're even louder in the wet. So I think the water deflects the sound, so more of it goes to you. All right, we'll let that Virgin take off, and then I think we'll start heading out, unless anything uber interesting is coming up. But I highly doubt it, because if I can't see it now, I won't see it in 5 minutes. This one might be somewhat loud, probably not quite as loud as the other one, but it's one of the less quiet ones, hopefully. Right, he's going. All right, see you later, Max. Oh, listen to that. Oh. That sounds lovely. You could hear the real grind on that. And you should be able to on this one as well. Because these engines are called it's the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB, and they have a lovely noise. 97,000 pounds of thrust, these ones. So that one there was 94, this is 97. Huh? One moment. I think these are about 300 odd million list price. So that was GV Lux, that was the first 350 for Virgin actually. Alright, see you Max, we're gonna leave as well. Everyone, oops, say goodbye. Alright, thanks for coming guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Keep an eye on the community page. In a bit.